As you can see on my actual board here, the turning amount is like this. So you can get an idea of like, what causes a truck to move here. And by turning it, loosening it, and tightening it, you're going to get different variables. My name's Shawn Connelly. I'm from San Francisco, California. I skate for Circle A Skateboards, and I'm co-founder of the SF Skate Club skateboard program for youth. Today I'm going to show you how to adjust skateboard trucks and be able to find how you want your skateboard trucks to feel. There's a lot of different brands of skateboards, trucks, and there's a lot of different brands of bushings. Now, these are the two different things that vary a lot, but you can work with each kind. Basically, skateboard trucks, some people think that ventures turn a little less and indies turn a little smoother. I skate ventures, I like how they turn, but if you want to learn how to adjust those, there's a couple things that you can do. One of the things that you can do to adjust your trucks is just to figure out where you want your, how tight or how loose you want your skateboard trucks. One thing that I've found is that when your axle gets a little bit older, you'll start to grind on your axle, and it'll sort of take an angle off it. So you want to be careful when adjusting your truck so that it doesn't end up turned the wrong way. So for example, when adjusting your skateboard truck, half of my bolt on my Kingpin is worn out here. So if you turn it, it's going to sort of like go the wrong way, and it's going to expose like the new edge. So you want to try to find a way to rotate it like an even amount of times. That's probably the best way, because if I go back out skateboarding now, I'm going to be grinding on that fresh part of bolt on there. And that's part of how you break in trucks, is you grind them down and you grind the Kingpin bolt so that you can do a smoother grind after that. Some skateboard truck companies are different. Some of the bolts are exposed more than others, but it's just one other way you can adjust your skateboard trucks. Another way you can do it is, like with this brand new truck here, you can actually buy the truck and you can adjust it by taking the entire Kingpin off. It's pretty simple. It's really easy with a new truck, and it's really hard with an old truck, unfortunately. So I'm going to take this thing off, and let's say I've decided that these red bushings that I've skated for like a day, let's say, they're like a little too soft. They're turning too much, and I have it pressed down really far, and I want to change it. So it's really easy to just change. These are some indie bushings, and I'm going to put back the old one. These are some indie bushings, and they're a little bit harder, but you can get ones made by a lot of different companies. I think Powell makes the most wide range of different hardnesses. So you can see if I put this new one on, this one's a little bit large, so I'm going to grab a smaller one. Got this on there, put this guy back on. So I'm able to control how strong that bushing is, whether it's mushy or a hard bushing. So that's one way that you can adjust your skateboard trucks. But in my experience, I found that usually the factory gives you the best bushings to work with. Another way that you can adjust, let's say you only have your own bushings here. You don't have access to buy a new set of bushings, like some fancy ones that are supposed to be really soft or really hard. One thing that you can do to adjust your skateboard truck bushing is you can take the bushing out. And let's say this truck is too tight. That means that these are too high and you're not able to push it down enough. So what you want to do is make this thinner. One thing I've done before, so I take an old skateboard and I got the grip tape on the top. You can actually take the bushing and just sand the bushing down really slowly. And what this does is it slowly wears the bushing size down and makes it smaller. That's just one way that you can adjust it, like on a very small level. Another thing you could do is take the corners off if you wanted to whittle the corners off. And what this does is it makes it so that this thing can move to the sides like a little bit easier. And so that is how you adjust skateboard trucks. My name's Shawn Connelly. I live in San Francisco, California. Skate for Circle A Skateboards, and I'm co-founder of SF Skate Club, skateboarding program for youth. If you want to learn more about that, check out sfskateclub.com.